Hi there, and welcome to Maths with Dan. In today's video, I've got a question from one of my subscribers, and the question pretty much is: do you have any tips for maintaining grades? In my mocks, I always get like 8s and 7s for maths, but when I do practice papers at home, it's not as high as that. Should I be worried? Give me tips on answering this, please. I'm very much in a similar boat to this in terms of when I'm in the exam sort of situation. For example, in the mocks or the actual exams, I prefer perform a lot better than I do when sitting at home by myself. And I believe one tip when answering this is you've got to make sure that all other variables are held constant. For example, if you are doing it at home, you have to make sure that your phone is not there because sometimes you get distracted by your phone, so you don't do as high, your mind's wandering and everything. But when you're in the exam, all you're doing is focusing on the exam. There's hardly any other distractions. All you're doing is just like you're absolutely zoned in. That's why some people perform a lot better in the exam, because you're absolutely zoned in on the exam, rather than when you're outside of the exam, you're kind of like half distracted. Like I find myself looking out the window, find myself going on my phone, checking my emails. So you have to make sure that it is the reason why you're not doing as well is because of that, possibly. However, if it's not, and to help maintain a high level, I've got a few tips and everything. One thing is just make sure you keep practicing regularly. Make sure you just keep going over papers and everything. Review and revise. Time management. Make sure that you're really managing your time during the exam, especially when you're doing it at home. Making sure you're actually setting an actual time when you're doing it at home, because I understand a lot of people go through the papers and don't actually set like a proper time when they're going through it. Identify your weaknesses and stay calm and confident. If you manage to, let's say, get 6, 7, 8 in the mocks pretty much, and you did that without cheating or anything, then that's relatively quite good. And then if you can just maintain that, keep doing more papers, you should be able to pull that off in the exam. It's all to do with how you cope under exam stress. Me personally, I perform very well under stress. I do a lot better in the exam than I will do at home, because stress gets me to focus and I end up doing a lot better. And I can quickly cover right now how to stay like good under stress. So one, for example, just deep breathing. It's not the end of the world. The exam's coming up. Just if you practice loads of papers beforehand, you're less stressed for the exam. And one last as well is maybe just straight before the exam, just go meet up with your mates, have a little bit of laugh, have some lunch. Don't really do like last second revision like the hour before, because that just gets you a bit more stressed. That's what I find. But that's it for Maths with Dan today. For private tuition, my email will be in the description below. Any sort of questions, leave it in the comment box, and enjoy the rest of the day.